Hi guys, what's up? I am super excited about today's topic. In a previous video, we saw Macron and Trump being very belligerent towards each other. But in their last meeting, the two were so chummy close that most media outlets were raving about their bromance. So the question is, what the hell happened? That's the topic of today's analysis. Let's start. As we have previously seen, Macron started very combative towards Trump. The two traded barbs, and ultimately, like it or not, Macron proved a little bit too weak for Trump. Let's quickly review those events.
Macron starts by giving Trump a mean, determined look, and he places a super strong handshake that surprises Trump. Trump indeed tries to break free of the handshake for 2 times, but Macron does not let him. Next up, Macron goes telling the press that his tough man handshake was done on purpose. He says he showed that way that he is also a tough man who will not give in anything in negotiation. And then he proceeds to attack Trump's attitude. Basically, Macron admits, almost brags, that his handshake was a power play. He implies that he defeated Trump, and then he rubs Trump's nose in it. Later that day, Macron is walking towards the whole group of head of states. You will notice that he is first moving towards Trump, but then rather obviously he swerves instead and greets Angela Merkel first. As if that were not enough, he lets Trump wait as he shakes hands with yet another man right of Angela Merkel.
Let me say a few words to our American friends.
As an answer to Trump's decision to withdraw from the Paris Accord, Macron records a message for his American friends. It feels as if he were speaking to an occupying nation that needed to be liberated. He also launched a website to help American researchers relocate in France, addressing his speech to all responsible American citizens. Of course, it feels like he's implying that Trump is irresponsible. He pats his hand, as if to say, "Good boy." Then he yanks him in, taking him off balance, and he does not let go of him. He pats him on the chest, as if to say, "I'm in control here." And then he even calls his wife into the triangle. Now look at this, it's Trump in the middle, with the two of them orbiting around him, like 2 planets around the sun. And again, 3 pats on the hand before he lets him go, as if to say, "Take it easy with me, young pup." Instead of saying he intentionally strong-armed Macron like the Frenchman did, Trump preferred to mock him indirectly. He says that Macron loves holding his hand, thus implying that the Frenchman is kissing up to him, and let's not forget that's also a slight dig that Macron might as well be gay.
From the Paris meeting onwards, Macron completely changed tack and he bought into the friendship frame. However, this is not a friendship, or at the very least, this is not a friendship of equals. Trump is the big papa, he is the leader, and Macron is the puppetish subordinate. Sure, every once in a while, he will throw some act of insubordinations here and there, but those are the equivalent of a kid's tantrums. Overall, in the dynamics, everything is set. Trump is the leader and Macron is the subordinate. Now we will quickly review these signs. Number 1, preening. Preening is a typical behavior among primates, and sometimes we also see it in humans. However, we only see it within couples. It's a sign of deeply caring, yes, but it's also a sign of ownership. When a man does it to another man, to me, that's borderline offensive. And it's like saying, "I own you."
Great honor that you're here, but we do have a very special relationship. In fact, I'll get that little piece of dandruff for that little piece. We have to make him perfect. He is perfect. So it is really...
2. Trump first. When a head of state visits and you are giving a joint conference, it will be a sign of respect to only deal and take questions which relate to the both of you. However, Trump always and only puts his business and deals first, which of course is a slight sign of disrespect towards Macron.
And they're actually correct. It's not fake news. Finally, it's not fake news. And I know John Kerry made the statement that he didn't want to discuss other things while he was making the deal. Despite all of the money that we gave them, he didn't want to discuss it because it was too complicated. That's not the way to do it, because it was too complicated. Thank you very much. Stupid question. Go ahead. Anybody else, please?
Three, I call these my boy gestures. Similar to preening, albeit a little bit less obvious, Trump continuously deploys gestures which communicate, Macron, you are my boy. And of course, the most obvious of all is when he takes his hand and drags him away. Again, that's a huge sign of ownership. That part there screams that Trump is the leader and Macron the followers. In that case, pretty literally.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem.
Thank you.
Merci beaucoup.
I like him a lot. And he's going to be a great president of France. That's my prediction. It's only a prediction.
4. Condescending. Telling someone they will do a great job is slightly condescending. Why is it so? Well, imagine this situation. This guy, he will do a great job. Who says it? A, the employee said it to the CEO, or the CEO said it to the employees just hired. Of course, it's the latter. And that is why telling to someone he'll do a great job is yes a compliment, but it's a condescending compliment which highlights a power differential between the two persons. If that weren't enough, Trump even takes it away. He takes it away when he says this is only a prediction, which, notice, it's also implying a slight possible threat, as if to say, I'm watching you, Macron.
And he's going to be a great president of France. That's my prediction. It's only a prediction.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Five, no influence. Who influences who in a relationship power dynamic? Well, usually, albeit not always, it's the most powerful party which influences the least powerful one. Macron went there to discuss about the Iran nuclear deal. It will be a sign of respect from Trump to at least show himself open to discuss the issue and to change his mind. Instead, Trump seemed to go out of his way to show off to everybody that his mind is already set. Basically saying, this is my ideas, no matter what we discuss, this is what I will do. In the end, Macron went in there and bent himself over for nothing.
What I just said is that Iran deal is an important issue. We will discuss about that. But we have to take it as a part of a broader picture.
We'll see. I mean, people know my views on the Iran deal. It was a terrible deal. It should have never, ever been made. We could have made a good deal. The Iran deal is a terrible deal. Is that no matter where you go, especially in the Middle East, Iran is behind it. Wherever there's trouble, Yemen, Syria, no matter where you have it, Iran is behind it.
But the Iranians say they'll restart their nuclear program if the deal
We'll
is...
find out. You'll find out about that.
Are you concerned
It won't
about
be
that?
so easy for them to restart.
Mr. President, are you...
They're not going to be restarting anything. They restart it, they're going to have big problems, bigger than they've ever had before. And you can mark it down. They restart their nuclear program, they will have bigger problems than they have ever had before. Thank you very much, everybody.
Well, guys, at this point, we might want to ask ourselves, why the hell did Macron move from belligerent to accepting the subordinate role? And here is why. I don't know. And I personally doubt anybody could really answer to that question. It might be because Macron's spirit has been broken, or it might also be because he's trying to look for more efficient ways of influencing Trump. Or hey, it might also be a mixture of the two. What I am definitely sure about, though, is that this is not a friendship of equal. This is a relationship where one party dominates and where the dominant party accepts it with a vanquished smile on his face. And there is a quick recap of why I'm sure that's the case. Hi guys, thank you so much for watching. Write in the comments if you have anything to say, I'm always curious. Check out the article related to this video where I dig a little bit deeper and where I give you a few ideas of what Macron could have done if we wanted to counteract Trump power moves. For now, again, thank you so much. I will see you next week and I wish you a great day. Goodbye.